Hey guys, what's up? My name is Vanessa. I talk all about higher consciousness living and how you can't be healthy without healing mind, body, and spirit. Today we are getting into the Gemini health and healing reading for April. So if you have Gemini placements anywhere in your chart, then this reading is certainly for you. In case you're like, what the hell is a health and healing reading? If you're still unaware or you don't know, the sole purpose of this reading is to bring alignment to the interconnection of mind, body, and spirit, so you can master manifest, so you can draw things in, so you can properly release the things that no longer serve you or inhibiting you from reaching your fulfillment and desires and purpose. Okay, so we're going to be covering the 5 categories that make up our overall health and well-being. Those 5 categories include diet, sleep, movement, mindset, and meditation. I already shuffled your cards, so they're already laid out for each category, and I did already take some notes that I meditated on prior to doing this reading. So we are ready to go. Now, if you are interested in booking a personal health and healing reading or like a personal general reading at all, you are able to do that by clicking the link in the bio, and you can book me personally. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the Soul Collective, I send out a weekly newsletter every Sunday where I give you mindful messages and intentional practices that you can use and incorporate to help you navigate for your week ahead. It's like my favorite thing to do. I love the health. I love the health and healing readings, but I also really love the weekly newsletter. So if you're not a part of that, you need to get on it because you're really missing out. Because I really just give you some juicy info in there. Okay. All right, so Gemini, how are you feeling? I will say, going into this reading, I felt very calm. I don't know if you're feeling very calm, but I do feel like a needing to be centered. Like, I feel very calm and just chill, but like I'm needing a little grounding. I'm needing a little feeling of centered and balance, okay? And Gemini, I know balance is a little hard for you to achieve at times, okay? So let's get into it. All right, what does Gemini need to know for their diet? So we have hair. We have the Empress in reverse. We have death is the healing in reverse. And we also have wellness upright. So for my notes, I did write this, okay? I put eat light breakfast, plate of fruit and nuts for hormone balance, okay? So if you are having a hormonal imbalance, okay, maybe you with this hair card, maybe you're experiencing weak, brittle hair, maybe your hair is falling out, maybe your hair is not growing, look into supplements that help support this, okay? I'm also feeling like there's something else related to your hair. Maybe you're getting a call to like grow out your hair. Maybe you're used to having short hair and you're thinking about growing it out long. This could be, if this is you, this would probably be like 1 or 2 of you, okay? If this is you, who does feel the need or the pull to want to grow out their hair, really, this is Spirit's way of trying to communicate with you. This is Spirit's way of trying to communicate messages to you. You know, I really do believe that it is kind of a fact that your hair is an extension of your nervous system, okay? So I feel like if you're having a call to grow out your hair, this is an inclination that this is Spirit's way of trying to communicate with you to help stabilize your mood, make you feel centered, make you feel more connected to your environment, okay? That was interesting. But if that's you, then this is your sign to, yes, grow out your hair, okay? But on another note related to hair, if you're feeling like your hair is experiencing something, you're probably not having the proper nutrition, not drinking enough water, you're not eating enough fruits and nuts, things like that. So this plate of fruits and nuts for breakfast, I really recommend that because it is for hormone balance. Maybe you're having hair issues due to a hormone imbalance, so I would just kind of look into that. Maybe get some blood work done, just get some things checked up on, see what's going on for you, okay? With the Empress card in reverse, to me, an Empress is somebody who fully cares and nurtures themselves. It's like self-care at the highest degree. Like, she's that bitch. Like, she is just on her shit, doing her fucking thing, taking care of herself. Self-care, self-love, self-preservation, self-respect. And with it being in reverse, I feel like this is not what you're doing. You know, it's not gender specific. It's just an energy. And really, with this card being in reverse, you know what? Actually, let me write on here that this is a Gemini reading. So that way, when people come in, they know what's going on. All right. So, yeah, with the Empress card, it is just, this is a sign that you need to nurture your body more. You need to nurture your health more. I feel like you've kind of put it on the back burner, and it's really this sadness that I feel. You know, honestly, why I feel so calm, it kind of feels like sadness. I feel like you just don't really have a whole lot of life in you. Like, you're just like, I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like, it's like a very low energy sad. It doesn't even really feel like depression though. You know, it just feels like just sad. Like you're missing something. So this could be a sign right now if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling sad like this. This is something to be mindful of. I would take time to nurture your mind, your body, and your spirit a little bit more, okay? So this reading, I feel like you really need this right now. So a lot of things that I say and listen here, I would really take notes. And these are things to be mindful of and things that you can incorporate into your life starting like literally today, okay? With this Death is the healing card in reverse, I feel like there's a lot of healing work that needs to get done and you keep pushing it off. It's like you bought a journal to write in and you still haven't started writing. It's like you bought the sea moss to start taking and you still haven't started taking it. You bought the supplements, you haven't started taking the supplements. You're like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Oh, I forgot today. Like, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, and it just really feels like you're putting this energy off. It's just like, you know, there's this like deep ache and feeling in your body that is really repressed, and it's kind of the root of this sadness, really. But you're putting it off, and why are you doing that? It's not doing anything for you. It's not benefiting you. It's honestly just kind of like building up and making it feel worse. But really, with this wellness card here, I really feel like by cleaning up your diet and really getting on your shit and your P's and Q's, okay? Like, really, like, I'm really being dead ass serious when I say I feel like you really just need some fucking fruit. Like, go to the store, buy you some fruit, get some papaya, get some, like, this is the season for it. We're in spring, okay? This is like when all the goodies come out, okay? So, like, go get you some watermelon, some cantaloupe. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. Some like melons, some strawberries, some berries. Get you some antioxidants, okay? Boost up that immunity. Like, I just really feel like this will help bring life and a higher vibration to your mood. And now you'll be kind of in this more energetic space to want to like actually dive deep and like do this work, do this journaling that you said that you were gonna fucking do and you just haven't started, bitch. Okay, I really feel like that is a little bit of what you need. You really just need to nurture yourself right now. you need to get into some self-nurturing, Gemini. All right, now for sleep, we have fat tissue, the sun, valor, come back down to earth but in reverse, and let go. So there's a lot of things that you're holding on to. Like, just with the fat tissue card, it's just like you holding on to a lot of excess shit that really that's not serving you anymore. You're holding on to a lot of things that really need to be released, okay? I will say, actually, let me add in too, for your diet, I also wrote less caffeine. Okay, listen, you're speaking to a bitch who, like, all I ever did was drink caffeine, and then this thing happened to my foot, and I just did some research and learned that, like, caffeine really prolongs the healing process because it causes inflammation in the body. And I've been having a very big pull for the past few months, something telling me that I really needed to stop drinking coffee. But I was just like, I'm not ready yet. Like, I'm not ready to give that up. Like, I love my coffee. Like, I'm not ready for that yet. Well, then this happened. I did some research, and it was like, bitch, you better not be drinking no caffeine or no alcohol during this. And all I fucking want is a glass of wine, let me tell you. Okay. But I was like, no caffeine. And so I was just like, okay, cute. I'll just like drink some teas. But the more that I'm drinking tea every day, I've been literally having like 3 every single day. Listen, I gotta have my little tea. I've been trying out all these different teas, these little tea cappuccinos and things. And I'm just like, bitch, this is where it's at. The tea is where it's at, bitch. Like, get you some tea. Like, I'm like, this is what I've been missing out on. I don't even feel like I'm really missing coffee. Like, I actually feel like these herbs and these teas I'm drinking are giving me the proper energy that I'm really needing. And it's not like in a jittery way. It's not in like a anxious way. I don't wake up feeling like a fiend, like, oh my god, I just need coffee. Like, it doesn't feel like that. It's like a very uplifting and bright energy. I don't know how to explain it, but needless to say, I really don't know if I'll go back to drinking coffee. Maybe I'll have it every once in a while, just as like a little, but really at the end of this, I don't think I want it anymore. So maybe this is something that you should try out. Maybe just for a week. Don't make it permanent. Maybe just go a week without caffeine. Clock it. See how you feel. Go 2 weeks. Like, for me, it's been 2 weeks now since I haven't had coffee. And I feel like I'm feeling it so much more the second week compared to the first week. And I'm really starting to feel the benefits of not having it anymore. So I would take that into consideration too. I think that will help you it will help lighten the energy that you're holding, okay? Now with sleep, it could also help you with your sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, okay, maybe you're drinking too much caffeine, maybe alcohol too. Like, if it could be these things are inhibiting your sleep, this could also be weighing down your energy, okay? I feel like instead of healing, you're just fucking dealing, bitch. And really what you need to do, it's like you're putting up all this armor trying to stay strong when really, bitch, it's time to like break it down. It's time to let it go. It's like you're putting on this strong suit of armor trying to constantly make it through every single day, and that's not even required. Like, all you have to do is just learn how to let this go. Like, whatever this is that you're holding on to, like that journal that I said that you probably fucking bought and you still haven't used it, maybe if you started using it, you'll start to get to the root of what it is that you're really holding on to that is just not serving you anymore, this sadness that you're feeling, okay? There's just something that you're holding on to. I feel like it's just a lot of repressed emotions. It's just a lot of things that you just kicked under the rug and just never really addressed. But it's like, you got the Sun card. The Sun card is like one of like the brightest, happiest cards that you can really get. Like, it's so, like, this is like vitality, this is vibrancy, this is joy, this is peace, this is happiness, this is lightfulness, this is easy breezy, I can breathe now, deep breaths, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what that feels like. But really, you're just holding on to all this shit. Like, look at her. She's just, like, trying to hold it all fucking in. Like, for what? Like, it's literally not doing anything for you, okay? Take off the suit of armor. It's not doing anything for you anymore. It's time to let it go so that way you can actually get a proper night's sleep, okay? Because this is really what's weighing on you at night. Like, these are the things that you're thinking about. Or, like, maybe you're going to bed with this, like, deep sadness. Or maybe you're just oversleeping because you're just trying to escape this deep feeling of sadness, okay? Now, going into movement and body, we have liver, meditation, movement in reverse. Is it true? There is no other. And expansion. So, one thing I did write down was back pain and stiffness, okay? And it's caused by stress, okay? And, oh, yes, it is stress-induced is what I wrote, okay? And it's kind of like from this weighing of responsibilities. Like, you just feel very weighed down by responsibilities. And I feel like this is also what's kind of prolonging this healing, is because you're just so occupied with trying to attend to all your other responsibilities that you're kind of putting off like the biggest priority of them all, which is really just like yourself. Did you see that fucking dog that just like ran by like that? Damn, that bitch was fast as fuck. With this liver card, okay, this really feels like, to me, like alcohol. This feels like alcohol, and it feels like, bitch, the fuck you drinking that for, okay? Because really, this is really fucking up your nervous system. This is not doing really anything for you. This is, I don't know why I got fight or flight. Like, this is putting you in fight or flight. If you're drinking alcohol, like, I'm getting this feeling where you just, like, feel so, like, icky. Like, you just feel, like, gross in your body. Like, you just don't feel comfortable. Like, you feel bloated. Like, it's almost like an outer body experience where you don't even feel connected to yourself. Like, you feel so, it's like a trance almost. Like, where you just feel so, like, just disconnected from your body. And alcohol is a depressant. So if this is you, I really recommend cutting out the alcohol, because this is really disconnecting you from, like, your true self, like your authentic self, and you're feeling very, very, very disconnected. With this movement in reverse, that clearly shows me that, bitch, you ain't moving your goddamn body, okay? What are you doing for physical exercise? Probably nothing. The remote. Scrolling, is that your physical exercise? Going to the liquor store, bitch. The fuck? I really would get into some movement, okay? Even just going for a walk. This is what I like to do. If I'm feeling stressed, sometimes I don't feel like doing all this extra shit, okay? Sometimes I don't feel like weightlifting. Sometimes I don't feel like moving my body all agile, Like, sometimes I just really want to move in a very gentle way to kind of help release these stagnated feelings, okay? And so what I like to do is I just like to go for a walk outside. Like, today is such a beautiful day, and I just feel like wherever you are, the sun is starting to come out a little bit more. The sun's beginning to shine, and I think that this is just a time for you to really just get connected back to yourself, because bitch, you're very much not connected to yourself right now. I would really incorporate some movement, just gentle movements, maybe just stretching, laying in your bed and doing some stretches that you can do in your bed, like, just really just trying to connect with yourself. Have you ever just sat there and like hugged yourself? Like, just sat there and just like give yourself a big hug and like talk to your body, communicate with your body, let your body know that you're there for it and you're not neglecting it. Like, become one with your body. It feels like you're so disconnected from it. It almost feels like it's become an enemy to you. And that's not good. That's not healthy. You're definitely not in alignment if you're feeling that way. So these are things that you can do. I feel like you need to get into a meditative state with your body, a state of connection. Okay, so maybe we're going to get into the meditation, but I really feel like I really feel like you really need to focus on meditation, really meditating on your body, connecting with your body, your chakras, and working on feeling centered. A great way to do this is with yoga. Okay, that is my favorite way to do it, is to really get connected to my body and feel at one with my body, is through yoga. And on YouTube, there's this girl that I love to follow. Even there's a girl sitting next to me right now, and she's doing yoga, and I'm just watching her in admiration, because she's just really just out here doing her fucking shit, and I love that for her. And like, this is what the fuck you need to be doing. I would flip the camera around so you can see, but that's kind of weird. But like, this is what you need to be in a park doing fucking yoga, bitch. This is what the fuck you need to get into, okay? And all you gotta do on your phone is go on YouTube and look up Yoga by Adrienne. She is that girl. She has yoga for every possible thing you can possibly think of. She has yoga for sadness, yoga for depression, yoga for stiffness, yoga for anxiety, yoga for freaking a long day at work. Like, she got yoga for everything, okay? And this is what you need to get into. Is it true there is no other? This is really just reiterate. It's like, it's just like a smack on the head. Like, bitch, get it together. Like, that's what kind of feels like. It's like, snap out of it. Because I feel like you're like in this trance state where you're just so disconnected. And it feels like you just need to snap the fuck out of it. Like, you need to get something to snap you out of it. And what better way than to actually physically become connected to your body again, okay? Maybe even go to like a meditation class, or go to a yoga studio. Like, try out a yoga class. It's like $15 for a drop-in. Try it out. It might be the thing that you fucking needed, okay? Expansion. Really, this just means like stretching in my eyes when it comes to movement and body. Really expanding the body, opening the body up, okay? Like, really getting open and clear, becoming a channel to receive. Because right now you're so tight and stiff and closed off, and it's just like, bitch, how the fuck are you gonna attract any of your desires when you're in that state of consciousness, or when your body is in that state of imbalance? You can't. It's just not gonna happen for you. So when you're in a state of alignment, and you have good posture, and you're a channel to receive, and you're stretching, and you're open, not only are you opening and stretching out your body, but you're also opening up your aura. You're expanding your aura. You're becoming a brighter light to those around you, to yourself, to the energy, your home space, okay? Like, there's just so many benefits to really just expanding and stretching out the body. This is what you need to get into. Then we have mindset. So for mindset, we have heart. Oh my God, aren't you cute? Hello. Hi, cutie. Here. There you go. See, this is why you need to get outside. It's so great out here. I love this so much. I'm doing this every fucking day. Okay. So, wow. Okay. That was okay. So we have heart. We also have vagina in reverse. I'll tell you what message I got from this in a second. We have the magician. We have padded room. And then we have healing. Did I not just say this, you guys? Okay, so we have heart, sadness. There's a lot of sorrow. There's a lot of sorrow and stifleness, okay? There's a lot of just like deep sadness. It could be heartbreak. It could be heartache. It could be, you know, actually I wrote down on my notes, I put sad, longing for family and community. That's what I wrote on my notes. So, that could be what this is, okay? Like your heart is just sad. With this vagina in reverse, you may have there might be a mother figure in your life. It could be your mother, your grandmother, maybe even a sister or some sort. There's somebody, like a maternal figure that you may have a struggling relationship with, okay? Maybe it could even just be like a deep feminine wound that you're experiencing, okay? You may have a feminine wound, and really this is just, and when you have a feminine wound, you're really not in your nurturing state, okay? You're very disconnected from your feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman watching this, you're very disconnected from your feminine energy if you have a feminine wound. And so that could mean repressed emotions, not addressing things as you feel them, ignoring your emotions, ignoring your feelings, having control issues, living in a state of fear, disconnected from your intuition, lack of nurturement into your body, you know, things of that nature. This is kind of what that feels like. It feels like a feminine wound. Maybe it stemmed from not receiving the proper love that you needed from your mother or your grandmother or something, a maternal figure in your family. And it's this repressed emotion that really is trying to come to the surface, but it's like you kind of won't let it. You keep dismissing this energy. You're trying to avoid the healing, okay? With the Magician card, it's like I feel like you've been running on fumes. It's like you have so many tools in your toolbox, and I feel like you have a lot of tools in your toolbox, but you're not using them. See, the thing about the Magician is that they make something out of nothing. It's like they work with what they have. They literally make magic from dirt. Like, it's just, they everything they touch turns to gold. And I feel like this is the energy you really need to tap into. You need to tap into this Magician energy where you just really rise from the ashes, okay? So what was I saying? You bought a fucking journal and you're not fucking using it, okay? So it's like, clearly you're not using all the tools in your toolbox. You know what you need to be doing. You're just not doing it. You know you need to probably be moving your body. You know you probably should be eating more fruits and vegetables and really taking your supplements and being on top of your shit. You know you should probably be doing some journal work or taking some salt baths or getting into some deeper rituals, but you're still putting it off and you're ignoring it, okay? And really what you need to do is you need to get into a padded room. Padded room is an indication and symbolizes solitude. Getting into a space of really nurturing yourself. Like, what do you think of when you see a palm tree and a chair? Like, bitch, what do you think I'm out here doing? I'm doing the health and healing readings, but like, I brought my book. I brought my 2 journals. I have actually like 6 different journals for each, one journal for each different fucking thing, okay? But like, I brought my inner child healing journal with me, and I also brought like my personal like daily journal, okay? And so that way I can just sit out here and write and just kind of connect with myself and get grounded in nature. And I feel like that is what you need. Like, you just need to be getting grounded, getting connected back to self, doing the things that you enjoy doing maybe when you're a child, or doing things that you enjoy doing now, okay? So like for me, I love to read, I love to write, I love to listen to things, listen to podcasts, listen to motivational things. So I'm coming outside and I'm connecting with myself in this way, okay? I feel like this is like really going to be the segue into this healing that you've been putting off and you've been repressing and you just kind of been ignoring. Because really, if you're really wanting to get to where you're trying to go, it can't actually happen. Even if your relationship's still stagnant in your life, or you're longing for this family and community, it's really because you're kind of in a really negative, like heavy space. Like, it just feels like you're just like not a lot of fun to talk to. You're not a lot of fun to be around. It's like, yeah, you'll be around people and like they don't really want to be around you, because it's like you're avoiding the spiritual work that is required of you in this moment, but you keep putting it off thinking that you're okay, and it's like, bitch, you're not okay. And like, everybody kind of sees it. You're not okay. And so I think you putting this off is naturally beginning to repel your friends, your family, maybe a partner, you know? And I feel like when you actually start to do that work, now you're being in an energy to start to receive the love that you really desire, because now you can actually meet them halfway. Now you're not pouring from an empty cup. Now you're doing the things to nurture yourself and fill yourself back up so you can actually properly show up for others in the way that you want them to show up for you. Okay? Now we have meditation. Okay? So we have portal vein. We have female principle. Leadership. Introspection. Drink water. Didn't I tell you drink water earlier? Inner voice. Okay? This is what we need to do. We need to get connected back to self. Okay? Really connecting with your feminine energy. Bringing the feminine energy into harmony. I really feel like there's a feminine moon happening here. Okay? And so really getting back connected with yourself. If you're a woman, this is really a call to get connected to your womb, okay? If you're feeling like maybe you should do a womb cleanse, okay, or doing some sacral chakra work, okay, where your womb lies, this is a really good meditative state to get into. A yoni steam, okay? I feel like this can really just help tap you back in with this feminine energy that you're lacking and that you're also desiring, okay? This portal vein card, I really just feel like that you need, like, if you notice, there's like water in like all of these cards. Like, okay, he's sailing through water. There's a body of water right here. He's sitting near water. Drink water. Like, there's a lot of water here, okay? So I feel like maybe you're being called to go to the beach or go near a body of water and just sit there, or go on a hike that is along a stream, or, you know, go to a waterfall, or, you know, go swimming, or go to a lake. I don't know, something. You just need, I feel like you're being called to be near a body of water. Bring your journal with you when you go. And whatever comes to mind, really just sit there and just connect with your environment. Connect with the water. You know what I mean? Especially if you have water placements as well. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. You know, if you have these other placements, then this could definitely be an indication that you really need to connect with water, and also staying hydrated, drinking water. Okay, putting chlorophyll in your water. These are all meditative states that you can put your body into to connect with it, okay? Now, this leadership card, I feel like you really need to get out of this space of trying to control every fucking thing around you and really get into a space of surrender. Really learn to let go and to release what no longer is serving you. And you can do that by going on YouTube. There's free meditations on YouTube that I talk about all the time. And you can get you a little meditation. Just type in meditations for surrender, meditations for releasing control, meditations for releasing fear, meditations for harnessing my power. You know, like things like that, like releasing negative energy. Like you could type in this on YouTube and find there's so many that will pop up, okay? And just do whatever one is being called to you, okay? Then you have inner voice. I feel like you really just need to get into this space of solitude, this padded room that we're talking about, this journal work, and start writing. If you don't even know where to start, that's okay. What's the first thing on your mind? It will start to flow. Maybe you'll be 5 pages deep and then finally start to have some aha moments. But really, you really need to connect with your inner voice. And your inner voice is just your stream of consciousness. Really getting your stream of consciousness out on this piece of paper to really understand where your mind goes when it starts to wander. Then you start to see where your mind goes when it starts to feel. Then you see where your mind goes when it starts to connect. Okay? And then you start to put the pieces together, and that's when you get to the root of your inner voice. That's when you get to the root of your inner knowing and connectedness. And now you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm putting the pieces together. It's starting to make a little bit more sense. Okay? Gemini, that was your April health and healing reading. I hope you loved it. I hope it was everything that you needed to hear in this moment. I hope it could be a tool for you to get you through this month and what it is that you really need to focus on. I wish you nothing but peace and joy and contentment, but first you need to learn how to let go. Okay? I will see you guys later. Have a great week.